Oh, g'day everyone. It must be Monday night. Look, a bit nervous tonight. We've got a night of no guests, but got a lot of pre-recorded content. So looking forward to chatting with you all tonight. Don't forget, if you want to win a prize, whack your postcode in, because we will draw a postcode winner out later on. You have to be on to win Harry's wheel later on in the show as well. So Harry will spin the prize, spin the wheel to win a prize, and we'll go from there. But we do have a couple of exciting new segments to talk about tonight. But I'd like to start about talking about the essential Victorian Lucas. Yeah, Bo. Had a carp attack me on the weekend, mate. That's a long story, but yes, the carp actually sliced me open. Should have had a few stitches, but found the old duct tape in the boat and got through. So it's a bit sore today, but I'll get over that. So that's the end. That's what I've done. Had a carp injury. So yes, I see the postcodes are all going in now. So that's really cool. I want to talk about the Central Victorian Lure Casters. That's I attended one a few years ago when I first got down to Victoria and didn't get the chance, because of fishing a lot of Queensland rounds and stuff like that, to get back to one until this weekend, round one at Lake Epilock, at the Lake Epilock Caravan Park. So it was based out of there, and Shane and his team do an awesome job. It's a very laid back but professionally run gig. So I'd just like to run some stats for the weekend. There was a total of 106 anglers, 94 seniors, 12 juniors. But the amazing thing about the weekend was the 70 new members. So that was 70 new members joined up to the Central Victorian Lure Casters on the weekend. So I am hoping that they continue on and we get bigger and bigger. This is just such a fun event. So it's run over 2 days, but it's really a one-day event. So Saturday is the main event where everyone fishes. And then you go into Sunday for a splash for cash, where everyone puts some coin together and the winner takes all. So we've got a little video here I will play, but make sure you get your questions in. If you've got any questions about competition fishing or about anything else or about any of the segments tonight, get onto it and let me know. Yes, Grant, I'm on the pure blondes at the moment because they were left over from the weekend. I've run out of CC, so that is what's going on. Dave, yes, I'm just looking at the stuff that's coming through, Dave. We won one of the prizes I won on the weekend is going onto the wheel, so that's all good. I do buy raffle tickets everywhere I go, and if I win anything, it does go onto the prize wheel to bulk it up. But I have got some new segments with new prizes, and they're actually amazing. We're going to go over them tonight. Thanks for everyone that's saying, are you okay? That's awesome to hear. As I said, don't forget, whack your postcodes in. That's the easiest way to win a prize. Put your postcodes in, and otherwise you've got to wait for Harry to spin the wheel later on. So I've just got a little video here I'm going to bring up from the Central Victorian Lure Casters comp on the weekend. It's about 4 or 5 minutes. Give me a chance to have a breather, give the voice a rest, and maybe another swig of that pure blonde. But here we go. Let's bring it up. Now let's make sure that if my audio is not working, you get in there and give me a yell. Good to see you're on, Shane. So I will do this here and solo that. I'm having a good run. So here we go. This is just a short little video that I did up for the weekend. Unfortunately, on the weekend there was an error with the scores, and all the interviews and that I did at the end weren't really appropriate. So this is all I could get out of the weekend. Hope you enjoy. Steve, so tell us a little bit about your God 8 lures.
Yeah, so look, we've been making soft plastics for a few years. Unfortunately for our bread and butter, we own health clubs. So during the Melbourne lockdown, we actually took it as an opportunity, really, to kind of spend a solid 6 months locked down in the shed, really developing our stuff and enjoying it, and a positive, proactive thing to do. And yeah, 2021's the year to get it out there and get things rolling.
So do you have a website?
We haven't got the website. We'll be going live in 3 weeks from now. So website should be live mid-March. And yeah, obviously obviously getting out to our first couple of events starting here at Round 1 Central Vic Lorecasters.
And you've got a Facebook page?
Yes, we've got the Facebook page and all the socials running. You can message us directly for any custom orders. Obviously, everything's made here in Victoria, so we can provide custom orders for any customers, as well as finding them in your good local tackle shops.
Excellent. Are you actually getting on the water tomorrow, or are you?
I think we might be out there for a few days, a few hours. I think I might actually give Shane a hand, making sure everyone's following the rules and everyone's obviously following what we want to do out here this weekend. And yeah, have a great weekend.
Excellent. Thanks for your sponsorship. Thanks for your time.
Not a problem. Cheers.
So, Randy, you've been involved in the Central Victorian Lorecasters for a while now. How many years did you run it for?
I ran it 5 years on my own, and then in the handover period I ran it with Shane for 2 years.
And it's good to see you still come to the events. Do you try and get to Melbourne?
Love the events.
Love the events. Tell us tomorrow, are you going to get on the water early, or are you going to have a sleeping?
No, I'll be on the water right at the start of the day.
Right at the start of the day. And what do you think's going to happen tomorrow? What's the fishing going to be like?
Oh, I'm hoping it's as good as it has been to me for the last couple of months.
So you're local here?
No, I'm from Mill Park.
Mill Park, so you've been able to get in a few pre-fishings?
A couple of my children have got caravans here, so we've come up here and stayed with them and all that and go out fishing.
And you've been able to find a few fish?
Oh, we found a few.
All right, so I'll be following you because I've just done 2 days of pre-fishing and haven't caught a yellow, so I know which boat I'm going to be following.
Don't follow me. You can't, yeah.
No, excellent.
Right. So, there's plenty of big fish out there. In the last 3 months, I've got a 58, a 57. We've got a couple of 33s, 34s. So, in the yellow department, no cod. Haven't fished for cod, fished predominantly for yellows.
Yep.
But they're out there. You need to know how to fish for them.
Yeah, no, that's it. And good luck tomorrow. All right. And thanks for your time tonight.
No worries, thanks.
22nd of 3rd, 1980, 4 High Street, Cobram.
Credit card number, CCV.
5167812834. No, I can't remember the rest.
Mr. Beer, you're a regular at these events. How do you think you're going to go tomorrow?
Depends how early I pull it up tonight.
So you're renowned for being one of the late night stayers at these comps and probably one of the last to bed. That's only to look after, make sure everyone else goes to bed, isn't it?
No, that's because I'm easily influenced and I hang out with the wrong people.
Yeah, the wrong people in the wrong crowds. But yeah, obviously going to get on the water tomorrow. Are you fishing with anyone?
No, I'm fishing solo.
So you're going solo, and have you been able to pre-fish at all?
I fished today, found a lot of fish and hooked 6 or 8.
Yep.
And dropped all of them.
That's all right. You don't want to be the pre-fish hero, do you?
No, I want to catch them all in the day before.
So you're going to be up at the pointy end of the stick tomorrow, do you think? Or are you going to save it for dash the next day?
Well, if the fish is hard, 5 reddies could put you up the pointy end, so I reckon I'll be out there.
Excellent.
I can find 5 reddies.
You can find 5 reddies? All right. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Super Series has wing tonic round. Round of applause to all of you guys. Done an absolute amazing job on the water today. I was out there, everyone was doing the right thing. I thank you personally from me and all the staff at Central Vic.
Round 1, Tonic Eyewear and Haswing Australia at beautiful Lake Epilogue Holiday Park. Day 1 results. We first like to apologise because we missed 3 fish on the account and actually changed the results. Total entrants 106, seniors 94, juniors 12 and 70 new members. First place junior Liam Gospel, Archie Cummings and Jack Miller second and third. Seniors first, Darcy Bruns and Mark Simmons. Third, Brad Penner, Paul Thomas, both paid out as third. The GT Custom Rods champion caster was Mark Simmons. Well done and congratulations to all. There we go. There's all the scores. Hopefully I remembered to unmute myself and do all that sort of stuff. Grant, I will get into your question a little bit later because I have got stuff coming up in a future show about the 2 boats, but I will answer it briefly for you. Let's just go over some of those stats again just so, because the video rolls through quite quickly First place for the juniors, Liam Gopal. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Second place was Archie Cummings, and third place was Jack Miller. One of the things I like about the Central Victorian Lure Casters comp is all the kids win something. So they were all given I believe it was a hat, and they all got to go away with a prize. So that's awesome. I'd love to see everyone looking at bringing some juniors to these events. They're really cool events, and you can fish them with the kids. I know Harry's going to start coming to a couple with me as soon as we get organised. For the seniors, Darcy Bruns and Mark Simmons were dual champions, with Mark upgraded because of a scoring error. And third place was Brad Penner and Paul Thomas, who were both upgraded as well. What I'd like to say is Central Victorian Lure Casters, the guys behind the scenes, you know, you do a wonderful job. Don't take it too hard. Mistakes are made, and I don't doubt that it is very, very hard trying to get those scores all done in a short period of time. And with my messy writing, you wouldn't be able to read it. So I don't know how you do it with 106 anglers. So hats off to you for doing it. The mistake was made, but even better, you come up with a plan that was more than sufficient to help out the guys that were down and moved up. So brilliant effort, Central Victorian Lure Casters. Well done. The winner of the GT Custom Rod. So the round was sponsored by Tonic and Haswing Electrics. But GT Custom Rods has come on as a sponsor this year to the Central Victorian Lure Casters, and at each comp, the top 10 get in a cast off to win a custom rod from GT Custom Rods, and Mark Simmons won that. So he's had a good weekend, some cash and a fishing rod, custom fishing rod. So that was really cool. On Sunday, Shane splashed for cash. There was a $640 cash prize pool with 32 entries for Sunday, which is really cool. And the winner was a cod at 59 centimetres. And that went to a young fellow. That was his PB cod. And he also caught his PB yeller on the day, young Cole Hendy. So he took out the cash. That is awesome to see. All the big guns were out there, and young Cole took that out. That is just that's what these tournaments are all about. So that's really, really cool. If you don't know about them, Central Victorian Lure Caster Super Series, look them up on Facebook. All the information is there. It's just a brilliant, fun comp to go to. There's no high pressure. I got around to talk to a lot of people, and you know, campsites, everyone was having a good time. It was really, really a good event to go to. So happy for, you know, to go to a few more, and I'm going to try and drag a few more people on. Let's see what the questions we've got in here. We'll go back to Grant's question. So I'll bring it up on the screen. So serious question for once. So I did see a comparison of your boat and its big brother. Yes. I'll talk you quickly through the differences. So Shane Melrose that runs the Central Victorian Lure Casters, he's got the Bass Pro 530, which is rated to 150 horsepower, and obviously it's 5.3 long. Mine is the Bass Pro 498. It's 4.98 meters long, and it's rated to a 115. So I'm going to do a comparison video up on that. I've taken some. It's the first time we've had both boats together. Looks really cool. They're both in the red and black, and I'll point out the major and minor differences in those two boats. I can tell you they are a little inland water weapons. So, Grant, thanks for your question. Let's go down here. G'day, Brody. How you going, mate? Just reading through the questions. All right. Ash and Jamie, I think it was. Ash and Jamie, how much does it cost to join? Well, the Central Victorian Lure Casters for the Saturday is $30, and for the Sunday is $20 cash. So, look, that's just absolutely, you know, cheap as chips for a weekend away, and they're held all over the place. So I believe from memory, the next one's at Bundalong. Look up the dates; they're all on there. Shane's on at the moment. He might even put the dates in for the next one. So that'll be really cool. So thanks for your question, Ash and Jamie. Matthew Wales, great initiative for the kids, the future of fishing. Yes, Matt. Look, we're all over the kids at this show here. I've got prizes to give away later on in the year. You know, I did the Bassman Kids Prize last year and did a heap. We'll just keep doing that. And Shane's just a big advocate of the kids with the 12 juniors. I think that'll grow by rounds. You just got to be careful that you don't have 200 juniors and you run out of prizes for them. So it is a great initiative. Still going through the questions before I go on to the next one. Mark, yes, mate, I'll catch up with you at a few. I'm going to try and do them all. If you're at Glenbourne in a few weeks' time, I'll be there. I'm going to try. Look, I love Kenya, so I'll be heading up to Kenya to do that one as well. Ash, yeah, thanks for the prize pack. Obviously, it turned up, so that's really cool. Yes. All right, I'll bring this one up because Shane's going to pick on me, and I don't want to wear the pink wig. I don't want to take it off Beery. So basically, on the weekend, I found a little pattern that would catch me some carp, and they were good fun to catch. But obviously, only a couple of yellers was a bit boring, and Reddies just weren't doing it for me. So we went and chased some carp for a little bit, and I caught one decent-sized carp and thought I'd be smart and throw it up the bank. Well, when I threw it, it slipped and its dorsal fin went straight through that finger, and then its gill raker tore out a big chunk out of the middle of my hand. So more fool me for just not taking it up on the bank gently and throwing it up there. So that was my fault. So there you go. That's how my hand got cut. Yeah, Brady, I'm going to try and get to Glenbourne for sure, 100%. So I'm all booked in and paid for, and we've got some big things happening with the bluefin fishing team. Obviously, Bill, the winner last year, is coming along to Glenbourne. We've got a heap going. So, yes, that's just the way that it is. I'm loving all the questions. I've got to get into the next segment, which is actually our brand ambassador for that last year. Bill Latimer has been behind the scenes doing some great things, and he's done me up a little video here with some hints and tips, and hopefully it helps out for anyone that is going to Glenbourne or just looking at this one. So I'll bring it up and I'll play this for a minute, and I'll get back into your questions. Keep whacking your postcodes in and be ready for the prizes. So I'll just bring this up here. Solo that.
Getting a few jig heads ready for when Glenbourne comes around in a month's time. Got some powder coat paint here. This one's black. Just give it a quick shake. Loosens all the powder up so it actually holds onto the jig heads really well. This is a headhunter from TT. So you just heat it up, give it 5 to 10 seconds, get it nice and hot so this powder coat and paint will stick straight to it. Then dunk straight in. You can see now it's black. Then the last thing you've got to do is just make sure with that tiny little eyelet, just get another jig head or a hook, just feed it through there, make sure it's nice and clear so that there's no sharp edges or anything like that. Then what you've got there is you've got the jig head ready to go. So this is what it looked like before, and now that's what it looks like. Just helps with matching the hatch, which means to actually identify what's in the waterway you're fishing and then use something that replicates that to the closest possible ability that we've got with our lures that we've got on hand. So that's all we're trying to do here. And the next step is over to the drying rack, where you can see I've got some brown, green, and then the black's up here on the end for now. All we're trying to do is just give ourselves the best shot to catch fish. The more colours we've got on hand, the more chance we've got to be able to find one that works on the day, and just making sure we've got plenty of them for it too. Cheers, guys.
There you go. There's a great tip from the brand ambassador from last year, the Allocraft brand ambassador winner, Bill Latimer. If you want to check him out on Facebook, Bill Latimer's fishing experience, jump on his page. He's got a heap of content going up now. It's really cool. And that is a great tip. So that'll help save you some money, and especially if the bite turns in a situation where you don't have a certain jig head, a couple of tubs of that powder, and yeah, away we go. So that's really cool. Let's get back into the questions. Thanks, Bill, for that video. Where was one? G'day, Andrew. Yeah, a bit dry up there. Maddie keeps telling me it's dry. Good luck at Barumba for the next 5 days. Let's bring Luke's question up here. So Luke said, roughly how many different lures do you use in a day when in a comp? Well, Luke, I'm pretty pig-headed, so I tend to like to pre-fish to try and work out a pattern, and once I've worked out that pattern, I very rarely change. I'm old school or pig-headed, whatever you want to call it. So if I've worked out some sort of pattern, I generally stick with that and know that it's going to work. But on the weekend, definitely couldn't find a pattern for the yellows, and I had to take some advice from some other anglers to catch a yellow. We caught, mega amount of redfin. You could have sat on schools of redfin and caught hundreds of them if you stayed, but I mean, you only get the 5 ready, so it was move on, and the carp as well. They were just good fun to catch. They're little torpedoes on that yellow belly gear and give you a good pull. So, in the sense of how many lures would I use, probably 2 or 3 on comp day. They would be my patterns, whether it was deep, mid-water or high. But on pre-fish day, I'd have as many rods as I've got rigged up with as many different things to try and test it out. So pre-fish, I might use 30 or 40 different lures in a day to try and work it out. But on comp day, I tend to stick with me guns, and sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. But there is, I suppose, the flip side of that. There's nothing worse than coming back thinking all day you should have put on that spinnerbait or you should have put on that something else, and coming back at the end of the day and everyone saying, oh, we brained them on spinnerbaits. So always go with your gut, Luke. It will change throughout the day, and dark days, light days, you can change colors and stuff like that. But on the weekend, from everyone I talked to, the Humble TN50 was the slayer of the yellows, preferably mainly in black. Just a straight matte black in the TN50. The 60 seemed to be a little bit too loud. So, that's just the way that it worked. I know some guys caught them on plackies as well, some plastics. And as we had really varying weather. Wind blew, wind didn't blow. We had cloud cover, rain. We had sun. So it seemed to be, you could change the lure as the day progressed. The guys, when it was overcast, were using the lighter lures, and once the sun came out, they went straight to the black. So hopefully that answers your question, Luke. Thank you very much for that. Said he met Bill on the weekend. That's pretty cool. Here we go. Asking a question, as a female angler, why the colour black for the jig heads? Well, have you actually seen in the background, Lisa, that he had several different colours on the rack? So check out, Bill will have that up on his Facebook page. You can actually it just makes the colour different than silver. So check them out on Bill's Facebook page, the full video, but you can change them around. So that's why it's not always black, but obviously if you've got a black plastic on, having a black head generally matches the plastic. So look, obviously he's on there. Thanks, Matty. How old's your hat? Yeah, look, here's my hat. I knew you'd ask tonight. So it's there. It doesn't leave my head most days because I am bald. So it's a sun protection thing, Matthew. It's about keeping the sun off my big bald head. I don't care what it looks like. It does have my name on it, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I do have new ones there, but this is my lucky hat. So stick it up your ass. There you go. All right. Thanks for that question, Matty. And good feedback here from Shane as well from the weekend. So for everyone that did go to the weekend or is going to Epilogue, going by the catch cards, the bite window was every hour for a short period of time. So they just bit and then went away and then bit and then went away. So you could be in an area where they were and move and then come back and, you miss that bite time. It was obviously a bit like cod fishing, Shane. When we go to Mulwala, you always get that bite time. And if you're traveling you miss it, and that's what happens. So thanks for that feedback there, Shane. All right, Joel, although you did it a bit tough, what were your thoughts on Epilogue as a native fishery? The project stocking of cod and yellows next year looks really positive. Yeah, Joel, look, to be 100% honest, I wasn't disappointed in the dam at all. I just couldn't crack a pattern. So it was more my fault. Had lots of follows, seen lots of decent yellows in there. And the yellows are coming on. It's a dam that I fished as a child, probably until I was 16, 17 years old. We used to go to Epilogue every Easter, and I haven't been back there since. I never went on a boat. We used to just walk around the edge of the dam, flicking little seltzers and stuff like that. So, yeah, look, if you're a bait fisherman, go out there now. You'll catch so many reddies. Take as many as you can because, there is just so many out there. You just want to get rid of them. We seen reddies from a couple of inches long following a jackal all the way to the boat in big numbers. We caught up to 30 centimetre reddies. So if you are a bait fisherman or a keen lure fisherman that want to master the trait, get out there and chase those reddies now. Get some of them out of the dams so our yellows and cod fingerlings have a chance to live. I might get crucified by saying this, but I would prefer you to take as many reddies as you can. Don't be wasteful and just throwing them in the bin. But I would think that, take as many as you can. They're good chewing. It doesn't matter what size they are. Take a couple of slabs off them, feed the family, feed the neighbours, give them to your mum or dad. It doesn't really matter. But get them out of the waterway so our natives can come up. The stocking program, I think, is really working there. As long as they can keep, like everywhere else, as long as they can keep water in that dam, it will go off in years to come. I'm 100% sure of that. I'll give you some stats for you. On the Saturday, out of the 106 competitors, there was 59 yellows caught, and it was a tough bite. So, that's still a good day's fishing in anyone's mind for 59 yellows from 106 competitors. I know there was one or two competitors that might have caught 7 or 8 fish each, but that was a tough bite. So that's still a good amount. And there was 2 cod caught on the Saturday, and I think there was 2 cod caught on the Sunday. And they weren't, big overgrown cod that have been in there forever. They were 50s to 70s. So, they're from the last few years growing up. So it's a up and coming waterway, I can tell you. So the stats for the weekend were 59 yellows, 2 cod, 166 redfin, and 7 on the catch guards. That's not what was caught. You could only weigh or measure in 5 non-selected species. So I would say there would have been 400 or 500 redfin caught for the weekend between the anglers. It was just going off its chops. So that's a great question, Joel. I think that dam is going to, as long as it can keep water in it, I think it will match any other dam. If you want to go catch yellows and cod, it'll be an unsung little hero in a few years' time. Definitely. I actually can't wait until the Central Victorian Lure Casters goes back there next year. So looking forward to that. Great question. Thanks very much, Joel. David, Matthew, boats have been launched 5 times since the weekend at Blue Rock and today, and no prop damage. So, Corey, I think it might have been user error. So, yes, that's just David helping me out, getting back at Matthew for picking on me hat. So, send Matty a message if you want to know the full story about Dave Lawson's prop. So, he blames Daniel Andrews. So, yes, there you go. And what's Paul got? All right, that's a great question, Paul. The biological measures to manage pests, for example, the herpes against cup, I can't answer it. I'm not a scientist. I'm fearful of it. I really am fearful of something going wrong. We have a habit in this country, and history says that we make some really silly errors. I think somebody once told me about the cane toads. We bought the cane toads in to eat the beetles in Queensland, and then worked out that the beetles live 30 centimetres off the ground and cane toads can't jump. So, we've made some really, really silly mistakes with stuff like this. So I'm kind of scared that they'll rush this herpes virus and it'll do something poor to the waterways. If they can prove that it works, I suppose it's no different to the coronavirus vaccine at the moment. I will take it and be a guinea pig. I've got no problem. And I'm definitely not an anti-vaxxer, but, it seems to be the best for. So if they can prove to me that, say, the herpes virus is the best for, maybe that's the truth. But I've seen case studies from other countries where they've been able to eradicate carp through other measures, and I think that's the way we should really look at it. I don't see why we can't have more carp comps and stuff like that, like they do up in Queensland with the tilapia, and get rid of them, put them into fertilizer and stuff like that. I think that's the way to do it. So that's a great question, which I will be unpolitical and say I don't know enough about. Matty Langford's Jenny. Rightio. Jenny Boone has written, is it better to fish from a boat or the shore at the weir? So being that Jenny is a local here, out at the weir at the moment, it doesn't really matter. You'll catch redfin off the shore. People are just lining up on the weekends off the shore. So in the easiest way is a hook and a sinker and a couple of worms and throw it out there and wait for the reddies to bite. They're in plague proportions out there. Another place that needs a big cull. So go out there and take as many as you want. Jenny? Jacob, g'day, mate. Yeah, next year we grouse at Epilot. Hopefully, Jacob come out with me. Shane, actually, I was going down solo this weekend, and Shane lined me up with Jacob. So, a wonderful young man, got a long way to go in this fishing industry. Can fish, just can't net. So, thanks, Jacob. I told you I was going to give you a plug on the show, so that's your plug, mate. Well done. All right, Harry will be in there. Everyone that hasn't watched the show before, you'll know that Harry's inside. He will select a postcode winner very soon. So if you haven't put your postcode in, whack your postcode in. I need a break, so I'm going to go to the next video I've got up, which will be a new segment. So this segment we're releasing on the show tonight. It will go over the next 2 months. It is really, really a big deal for us here. All the donations that we get, we really love. But Steve from Duff Rods, who is a wonderful supporter of many comps around. I know he's down at Gippsland on the weekend, supports a lot of the previous guests I had on the show last year, and builds an absolutely magnificent custom-built rod. So Duffy only builds custom-built rods. He doesn't do any factory models or run-outs. It's all custom-built stuff. And Duffy's come on board this year to supply us with a custom-built rod. So we are going to run a competition, and that competition is going to be a trick casting competition. And I'll give you more details after I play this little promo video for it, and I will have more details on my Facebook page tomorrow on all of what you do. So here it is. All right, we've got a new competition for you all. Steve Duff from Duff Rods has donated the channel a custom-built rod. Now, to win this rod, there are some terms and conditions. One, this competition will run for 2 months. You must like Steve Duff and Duff Rods Facebook page. You must like Corey's Dam Fishing, and you must enter a video of your trick cast. So I'm going to do some trick casts here and show you how it's all done. But let's see how it goes. So you can see here, I've put a cup out on the other side of the lawn. Nice, simple one. I'll just base this out. So you can see there, it's about 8 meters away. This is quite a simple one. Just pitch the lure into the cup. You can use whatever rod you want. But it's more creative, the better it is. All right? So if you understand how this works, casting comp, you enter to Corey's Dam Fishing, you send your entries in. We will select the top 10, send them off to Steve Duff, and he will finally select the winner. So I'm just going to show you how easy a trick cast is. So all I have is just some weight on the end of the rod, and I'm just going to pitch it into the cup. Just like that. So that's as easy as it is, but let's make them a little bit harder. Okay, so now we're going to make it a little bit harder. You can see here, there's a tree right here. I'm going to put it through the V of the tree and then into the cup on the other side. Now you can obviously be as creative with this as you want. You could be out of a moving motorcycle. I don't want you to break the law, but over the top of buildings, however you want to do it, get those entries in. You can enter more than once, you can enter multiple times. You just have to follow the rules of the competition to win. There you go, we have it. Did you like my little Russell Coit little throw in there? So obviously I highly edited that. I wasn't landing it in the cup at all. But look, just so you know, it doesn't matter what you do. We are going to run this competition for 2 months. So for the next 2 months, you'll be able to send your videos in, and then we'll go from there. So however you want to do it, how many times you want to enter is totally up to you. But Duffy has put this rod up, so make sure you go on and you like his page, follow his stuff, because he does make a great custom rod, and that's just remarkable what he's done. So let's get the trick shots in. If we get some really cool ones in, I will be putting them on the show. I'll do a weekly scan through them. If there's a couple of really cracking ones, I'll bring them on the show. So you might even get yourself a mention on the show just by being here. So, you know, put those entries in. All the details will be up on my Facebook page tomorrow. And, yeah, trick casting comps. You've seen them all with their basketball ones and their footy ones. Well, now we're doing a fishing one. So here's your time to shine. So that's just the way it goes. As I said, as many times as you want, send them in. Make sure you're not just posting them on your page and tagging us in. That's fine to get all the word out there and everything else, and sharing the post. That's great. But make sure that you actually send them through in a message. Don't make them too long. And, you know, Duffy will get the final 10 and he'll pick a winner from that. So he's also sponsoring some prizes on the board. He's not on there tonight, but he will be on there in the future. And there are some prizes going up from him as well on Harry's wheel. So that's really cool. What are your thoughts about that? Who wants to win Duffy's rod? Put it in the comments. That's yes, Shane, fly rods do count. It doesn't matter how you do it. And I believe Duffy makes a really mean fly rod as well. So that's the way it goes. Yes, look, get your questions in. We're going over a few things. We've got heaps of people. While I'm waiting for a few more questions, I am going to Harry's just sent me through the postcode winner. And where did I write that on my postcode winner for this week? And I was so unorganised this weekend. I didn't get the prize out, but I will post it out to you tomorrow. The winner is from 4344. It's Luke Atkinson. So Harry sent that through to me. Luke, you have won the postcode prize. From now on with the postcode prize, I'm going to ask you to comment within the next 5 minutes that you know you've won the postcode prize, and I will send that out to you this week. If you don't comment in the next 5 minutes, Luke, the prize will jackpot to next week. So that's just the way we go. Any more questions coming through? Get them through. I've got to think of stuff to talk about. So where are we at? We've talked about Central Victorian lure casters. We've done the Duff rods. Postcode prize is there. Normally, I'm struggling to keep it under an hour, but if you don't get me some questions through, I'll go back and look for some questions. We'll have to almost. Oh, next week's show, we can talk about that right now. Next week's show, I have got Lowrance guide and tournament director Steve Galvin on. We're going to talk about the Mulwala Native Mulwala Classic that he's got coming up in a few weeks' time. There's still a few spots left for that, and we're going to talk about the active target. So we covered last year. We covered the Garmin. This year we're going to talk to Steve, and we're going to talk about active target. He's got that on his boat now, so hopefully we've got some really cool footage to give you next week as well. So there's a few questions coming in. Yeah, Stuff rods. Cheers, Harry. There you go. Bo, is Glenborn the next comp? If so, are you hoping? Yeah, mate. Look, 100%. It is the next comp that I will be attending. So, and with bells on, less Dan the Man locks us down again. I will be at Glenborn catching up with everyone. It's going to be good to catch up with everyone, and we've got a busy month ahead. We've got Go Fish Nagambie coming up. We've got Glenborn. We've got Mulwala. So in the next five weeks, I think I've got 3 comps. So it's going to be quite a busy run. Got a fit Easter in there somewhere as well, apparently. So I have to find out what the Easter Bunny is doing and where I'm going to be. So yes, Bo, I will catch up with you at Glenborn because I know you're keen as mustard to get there. Shane, what's Shane's question? I've got to bring him up. Pitch cast. So as I said, it was a bit of a mock-up, a bit of a Russell Coit type video. It's not for me to win it and do some magnificent trick shot. It was all highly edited. I don't think I actually I don't think I actually got it in the cup for half an hour and I just got sick of it, so I edited it out. So that was just a bit of fun, Shane. So everyone can do it whichever way they want. Be creative, and we'll see how we go. Paul's written, make sure you check out the Lowrance Ghost when you try the active target. They are mind-blowingly good. Thanks for the feedback, Paul. That is absolutely awesome. I will check out the Ghost because I already have. I want to buy one. It just comes down to, in tournament season, it's very hard to change anything. So, I'm not highly financial, being the fact that I do so much travel. So, in the off season, I'll probably change over where I can sell my XI5 and use some of that money to go towards the Ghost. Otherwise, I would have it on the boat right now. I'm a one network guy. I do use Lowrance. I'm so looking forward to my active target. I ordered that last week, so it should be here in the next week or so. And yeah, straight up, I'm really looking forward to that and putting a Ghost on. But it's just a money thing, and I can't afford to change, so that's just the way that it goes. But I'm going to get one, Paul. Thanks for that feedback. Have you fished on? Hey, g'day, mate. Have you fished Nagambie before? Yes, I've done Nagambie twice. I did the original Go Fish Nagambie, and I've been for a pre-fish. Obviously, I was in for it, and COVID locked it down, and then they changed dates and whatnot. But yes, I have fished Nagambie before. I don't know what everyone else's thoughts are, but my thoughts are it's very, very similar to Mulwala. If you know how to fish Mulwala, you'll generally be able to catch fish at Nagambie. Although the Nagambie comp with 1,000 boats or boaters, I know they've opened up the stretch downstream to help release some pressure on the water, but it's a great waterway. You've got that river like Mulwala, where you can go right up the ovens into some nice flowing water. You've got the big shallow flats with all the stumpies down the bottom. You've got cuttings and areas like the Everglades at Mulwala at Ngambie. So yes, mate, it's I really like going there. I should get there some more. It is only a couple of hours from home, but with the tournament schedule the way it is, I just don't get there enough. Do love the place though, definitely. Yes, another one for Ngambie. I will be there. I think I'm camping in the hub, so we're just beside the new hub that they've put down at the new boat ramp down there. So if anyone does want to catch up and say good day and have a beer, I will be at the hub there with Harry, and I will both be there. So if you want Harry's autograph, get down there for that. The Jackal epilogue, yes. All right, Grant, great question. For what other people told me, as I said, I only hooked one and Jacob knocked one off on me. It was a definite, very, very slow roll technique in the brushiest of timber. So not really the big, thick trees with all the brushy, smaller trees. They're living in those trees, and a lot of snags and whatnot, but they're only spindly stuff, so you can always get your lure back. But right up in there, tied in about 6 to 10 foot of water, rolling them along the bottom. So as slow as you can, almost so it's not even making a noise. I think maybe a silent jackal could have worked. I don't know if anyone threw them, but definitely could have worked for sure. So that was what I got told. So slow rolling the jackals along the bottom. I think a couple of the cod might even got caught on the troll. So that's just the way it goes. Let's still... Yeah, Fish On, going to be your first year at Ngambie. It is good fun. It is a great run comp, and it is really good fun. It is a social weekend for me, so I hope to catch up with everyone. It's just the way that goes. Look, I've got to have a breather. As you can see, it is very hot in here. I'm sweating like a proverbial. I am going to throw to my next video, and it is my next competition that I am running. So what this video is about is something that happened on the weekend, and I thought let's run with this. And what I'll get you to do is, if you want to go in the draw for Catch of the Week, we'll give away some prizes. At the moment, it's going to be sponsored by Bluefin. So I haven't told Brad that yet, but Bluefin's going to obviously give me some product or some hats or whatever to give away. It is Fish of the Week. So it doesn't have to be a freshwater fish. It doesn't have to be anything. But we're going to, send through all your fish that you want to catch. I don't care if it's a 6-month-old baby or it's your PB. It doesn't have to be a big fish. It doesn't have to be anything special, but it's got to be special to you. This is just straight up the way that it goes. Fish of the Week. This week's Fish of the Week I will bring up, and he will go in the draw. So Catch of the Week here. Talk to you very soon. There it is, nice and quick. Catch of the Week, Aussie Bass, Dave Lawson. So Dave actually camped beside me on the weekend, helped us out immensely at Blue Rock until Matty damaged his prop, but that's a whole different story. Dave is a wonderful guy, and he was a bit like me at Epilogue. We struggled a little bit, and he decided not to go to Dash for Cash and go home and fish at Blue Rock. So he did that and sent me that photo and said, at least I can catch bass. So I know he caught some crackers today. I told him to send the photos, so he didn't. So I thought I'd use that one on him there. So, Dave, you are Catch of the Week. You'll go into the draw for the monthly prize. So the Catch of the Week, I will do one every week when you send it through, and at the end of the month there'll be a big prize draw for Catch of the Week. Now, I'm going to have to ask Harry to come out and get ready at the wheel, because we're going to have to do the wheel very, very soon. Oh, I'm sweating. So I've got to find a question. Let's have a look at the questions to see who's going into the draw. Make sure you write in the comments too whether you were happy with my solo performance tonight. It's not every week I'm going to be able to get guests. It's very hard when you're away for the 4 or 5 days in the week to line up the guests. There's a lot to go in it, and I think the wheel can be. Well, there was a couple of real cracking good questions earlier on. Let's go back, and you have to once again tell me or tell Harry to spin the wheel. So you've got to be on there watching the show to win it. And I'm going to bring this one up here. So Joel Mortimer. Joel, if you can write in the comments in the next couple of minutes that you want Harry to spin the wheel, I will go to Harry and he will spin the wheel for you and see what you win. So let's all wait and see if Joel puts a comment in down here. See if he's still on. Well, we're waiting for Joel. We've given him 5 minutes. If he's not there, we'll go on to the next question. So just waiting to see if Joel comes up. I'll bring another question up. And the game should be a little bit better this year. First year I've fished. Never seen traffic like that before. What are your thoughts? Yeah, look, Wade, in all honesty, traffic can close the fish down, and sometimes it can bring them on, but it's very rare. With that opening, the extension up down there, I think there'll be areas that, will be accessible and to yourself. So there we go. Joel's put his question in. So I'll go to Joel. I'll go to Harry in a minute to spin the wheel for Joel. So Wade, getting back onto your question, yes, mate. Traffic can close the dam down, but look, it's open for everything. So you can troll, you can bait fish. I know a couple of pros that went down there fishing with corn just to chase carp for the carp o'clock. So you don't obviously, 80 grand cash for the biggest cod is awesome. But there's still 20 grand for yellows, 5 grand for reddies. There's heaps of money out there. So, that's just people go just chasing for the reddies. People go just chasing for there is so many, and they haven't announced the prize. They've announced the prize pool for cash, but they haven't announced the prizes yet. And with Jayco on board, I'm sure there'll be some cracking prizes as well. So we'll get one last question before I cross to Harry. Joel's in the draw, so that's all good. Bluefin boats. What's your 3 never leave home items without travelling for a comp? So simple. That's a quick one for me. Bog roll, toothpaste, and Canadian club. So got to have the 3, and the rest is all history. So straight off the top of my head, that's if I'm going away to a comp, I've got to have all of those. Anything else I can borrow off somebody else, so if I forget it. So, yes, toothpaste, bog rolls, and Canadian clubs. I've got a few more. G'day, Brendan. How you going? Look, we're going to cross to Harry because he does have to go to bed. He is at school tomorrow. Let me bring Harry up and I'll finish off. So let me find him and unmute him. Are you there, Harry?
Hello.
Oh, there he is. It's almost like Dickie Nee. What are you doing down there?
I'm sitting there waiting.
Sitting there waiting. Now we've got Joel Mortimer has actually got in there, and he's waiting for you to spin the wheel. Now, as I said, Steve Duff next week will have a spot on the wheel as well. What have you got? No cupcakes tonight? You went off like a firecracker last week.
I was like,
Waving your hands around everywhere. So, listen, you might have paused there for a minute. So, what do you reckon? I'll put you on solo, and you can spin the wheel, and we'll see what Joel's going to win, eh?
okay.
Rightio. What do you reckon we should do?
I reckon we should spin the wheel like how he said. I can't even spin it right.
Be careful out there.
We got a fishing, and we got a fishing.
Got 8 fishing lures. Go and grab their prize and put it up on the so we can see it, mate.
Okie dokie. You got some soft plastics.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So, Joel, you won some soft plastics. They're great little plastics from a new company down at Melbourne making them. Got 8 fishing lures. They were in the interview earlier on in the night. Got 8. What a great name. I caught it straight away when I met Steve up the river. It got 8. So, a very good play on words. I'm hoping he goes great guns. He's got some great products. So, you have got the prizes. Please, Luke Atkinson, please send me your postal address through a private message to my Facebook page, and I'll send you out the postcode prize. Joel, please send me yours again. I think you won a couple of prizes last year, maybe, so I can send out your Got 8 lures. Thank you to Got 8 for their donation this week. As I said, next week we have got the Lawrence tournament director, Teams Fishing Australia, Steve Galvin on. Harry, thank you very much for spinning the wheel again, mate. I will be inside later on to tuck you into bed. You go and get ready for bed. Thank you very much, mate.
You're welcome.
There we go. That's it. He's just broken the computer, and there'll be no more Harry's wheel anymore. So we'll see how we go. Yes, look, we've got a couple of competitions running. That's straight up. That's the way that we go. The fish of the week, catch of the week, please send them through in a message. That is just, as easy as it is. It's just got to mean something to you. It's just got to mean something to you. Send it in, and I'll go through the entries and pick the best winner to go in the draw. It'll be a monthly draw for a prize pack for the fish of the week, or catch of the week, as they call it, for Duffy's custom built rod. I can't thank Steve enough. Awesome guy, supports all the tournaments, now supporting Corey's Dam Fishing. So thank you, Steve, for that. I'll put the details out on my Facebook page tomorrow. It'll be a like, tag, share scenario. If you haven't followed the rules of the comp, you can put as many entries in as you want, but you won't go in the draw to win it. I have had comps before where the winner hasn't done everything and missed out. So don't forget, that's pretty much it. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first solo show. My voice is a bit hoarse at the moment. I've made it to the hour mark where I think I've done everything that I'm going to do. As I said, we'll have guest hosts back next week. Thank you all for watching, and I